Hey everybody, this is Engy. Today we're taking a look at some gameplay from Suguru, my good friend who I've coached in the past, and they quickly went from Silver 3 to Diamond 1, almost Diamond 2. So today we're going to take a look at their gameplay. We're going to recreate some of those shots. So I'm going to take the actual boost amount and the exact shot from in the match and show them how they can approach it differently. So this is really neat stuff in this replay review. So the hope is that we're going to help them move up to Diamond 2 and be ready for the next level of their gameplay. Let's dive right in. Thanks a ton. Okay, normally on kickoffs, you want to cheat. It looks like they faked, so maybe they gave you comms to say, hey, go right, or I'm going to fake. If they do fake, you still want to stay back and cover net. You don't necessarily want to rotate up the way you did. All right. On this play, you see Ilpak coming in, you backed up, that's good. Your clear could have been a little bit better. Right here, you potentially want to, you had a lot of pressure on the right-hand side from your other Ilpak opponent. You see him diving into the net right there. So you want to either pop this up for Eriksson to make a play or clear it out over that player's head who's challenging you. Instead, it looks like your eyes were on the first Ilpak and you hit it right up to them on the left side. So I will free play checkpoint this and we can take a look at recreating this shot and some of the options that you potentially have. Okay, so I should have a free play checkpoint there. This kind of results in a goal. Great opportunity to look at it. Okay, on that shot, you had the opportunity to pass to your teammate, and your opponent's partner was actually pretty close to the net. So you don't necessarily want to control, but I'll cover that as well. So on the first attempt here, this is just kind of a power clear. You're getting it out of your net. I don't know that your teammate could follow it. That would have been a goal because your teammate could have followed it. That is probably a goal as well because your opponent was so close. But those are some options just to clear it straight out. This is how you could hit it if you want to pass to your teammate. They had full boost, so you just pop it up like that, and if they don't go, you can even follow it. But either one of those probably would have resulted in a goal. That one as well. So here, if you weren't pressured the way you were, you could have caught and controlled the ball and do what you want with it. Or you could potentially take it the other side, like that. Okay, that's all I wanted to cover on that shot. Before we go back to the replay, if you're interested in doing a replay review like this, I'll be selecting one person at random from the comments. If you like, subscribe, and share the video, you'll be eligible for a replay review. So get to it, and thanks a ton. Okay, so let's look at it again. There you end up getting bumped. Your teammate's there. He doesn't jump to block that, which is interesting. Okay, so that goal, look, they could have jumped to block it, but also you could have had a better clear. All right, nice speed flip on the kickoff. You kind of want to speed flip the other way, and then you want to make sure you're landing before you hit the ball so that you can jump and meet the opponent, hit kind of the center of the ball. In that case, it works out because they didn't go for kick or you beat them to kick. But yeah, just so you know in the future, you want to land in front of the ball so you have time to react. I don't mind that play. I wish you would have gotten a piece of the ball, but at least you hit them, which is good. Your teammate is really trying a lot of aerial plays here. Love that play. Move to the side. You touch it to the side. I like that you didn't hit it in their corner right away. Unfortunately, it gets hit back behind you, and your teammate can't make the save. Okay, cool speed flip. I like how you landed in front of the ball. You jumped, hit the center. All good there. Now you want to get back quickly because you know already your teammate cannot be trusted. Nice bump. Nice bump again. Still a little risky. I would have probably stayed back. Way to cut there to make sure you keep possession. Good clear over your opponent. It was a little bit mid. I probably could free play checkpoint that because you could catch that on the back wall. But it works out. Now right here, you hit the ball towards your opponent. Even though you're zero boost, you want to think about other ways to approach this. Let me free play checkpoint it. Let's talk about it. Okay, I don't have a lot to say on this because I get it, you're 0 boost, but instead of pushing the ball straight forward, you can kind of position to take possession of it and get a good 50 when they challenge, or to get a beat on your opponent when they come to challenge. Position to the left, maybe hit it to the right if your opponent or if your teammate is there, or position to the right, hit it to the left, get boost, or pass to your teammate. So, here's what I'm talking about. Wave dash, get close, possess the ball, and then hit around when they challenge. Or you can possess the ball like this, just stay close to it, and again, you're looking for that 50 or a beat. Or take it left, maybe your teammate's over there, your teammate can take it off the wall, or you can grab boost, come back, and keep possession. Anyway, just a few options. Okay, now at least you have a few more options, instead of just kind of pushing the ball forward there and giving possession away. Okay, you end up getting the boost, reclaiming possession, that's good. And you win the 50 and score. Okay, excellent job. You probably did better than I did. I want to see you cheat on this kickoff. Very good. Your teammate fakes again. That's kind of weird. Okay, you're fully loaded on boost, trying to support your teammate. I wouldn't necessarily go for demo there because you got both of your opponents in position to take the ball. Kind of works out. Let's see if your teammate can make the save this time. Okay, good. At least they're there for that. That was a close one. Good choice to kind of prioritize your net over trying to force getting to that ball when you were already beat. And your teammate's not able to make the save again. So at this point, you should be learning that, hey, you don't want to leave this teammate alone in those kind of plays. Good beat. Again, you want to land in front of the ball and then make your play, but it works out. Okay, I see you're thinking about bump again. Good thing you turned back because that didn't go very well for your teammate. Okay, a little bit of patience there to wait to see how they hit the double tap. That works out. Oh, your teammate made a nice play. Way to be there for the 50. Okay, you missed there. That's no big deal. That's going to happen. Saw the intention for the pass back. It's okay, you guys maintain possession. Way to stay on the pad line, you're not wasting your boost. These are all good things. Good fake challenge, and now you have possession. Okay, cool. That works out. That's decent play. You have 0 boost, time to get back because you don't want to leave your teammate alone. And you get a free rotation with that demo. How nice is that? Okay, that's another opportunity to pass it up to your teammate. So I'll free play checkpoint that. A couple options. You can take it left, you can make a solo play, or you could pass it up. So look at where Ericsson's at. You could hit him with the ball. You could take it left, or you can take your time on this and make a play. So I'll go over a few of those options. Okay, let's go over a few of the options you have on this play. So the ball's rolling towards you. First thing you want to do is kind of slow down and look at where the players are at. Your teammate was up ahead, so you could have hit the ball to them. So let's start with that. So that's a touch up to your teammate. They should be able to take that. That's another look at a way to do it, and you've got the option to shoot if your teammate's not ready for it. Next one is a solo play. You just let the ball hit the top of your car, the hood, and then you can go up and make a play. And hopefully you don't miss like I did. Another look at a solo play. Again, you pop it up to yourself, and then if you've practiced your double taps, you got a good play there. Side flip is another good option to kind of deaden the ball, make it stop where it's at, and then you can make a ground play. Another potential pass up to your teammate, but also an option for you to shoot. And good old faithful, take the ball around, give your teammate time to rotate, and you maintain possession. Okay, back to the match. Okay, you turned off before they took the ball. That's okay. But now you see all the other options that you had there. Like that you're positioned on the pad lines, turn back, give your teammate time to rotate. That's all very good. Well done. I can see why you're diamond now. Nice play off the ceiling. 0 boost, should hit a pad line and get back. I don't like that you rotated into the corner. You'll want to rotate midfield or opposite direction. but either way, that's a good cut. So let's just look at it again. So right here, you turn left and rotate out, or you stay on that pad line that's diagonal towards Ericsson. That gives him the ability to move in and you the ability to move out. Instead, they have to shadow, give you opportunity to get boost and get back. So just something to think about on your rotations there. I do like that you cut here on your way back, although it looked like they had lost possession and Ericsson may have had a solo play. Nice fake by Eric. Your positioning is a little far right. I would like to see you on that diagonal boost line, a little bit closer. They call that close mid. Okay, good. You know it's your turn to challenge. That works. Ericsson's going to make their play, and the ball pops out. Okay, I see what you're going for there with that shot. That's a very difficult shot to make from the angle you're coming at the ball. So most of the time you're going to lose possession there. I'll free play checkpoint it and we can talk about it. Okay, just like before, I think most of the time you're going to want to take possession. But let's take a look. So if you're trying to make this shot, most of the time it's going to turn into like a giveaway. So both of those would have been saved, would have turned into possession. About the best you can do is to put it on net, kind of like that, but even then it's probably going to be saved. So next, you take it to the side, you grab boost, and you can make a solo play. If you're comfortable playing off the wall. Me personally, I'm not. So other options, you can touch it back to the corner and make a pass out to your teammate. You can keep possession, try to make a play from where you're at. Or another option, take it to the wall and then go up above it so that you can check out the field and potentially hit it to your teammate, pop it up towards net, make a decision from there. Okay, picking up where we left off. Ball pops out mid. Here's where you make that decision. You end up hitting it towards net. They're there to save it. That's kind of what we expected. I like that cut. Most of the time you're going to want to cut when you're going back like that on defense in twos. Your teammate gets a good touch there. That's really good for a counter. And you get the goal. I like that. You've been practicing your power slide cut shots. It was all you needed to get the open net. You don't want to throw it away. Okay, it looks like maybe your teammate is calming that they're faking because you were going to cheat, but you noticed they weren't going. Missed the boost. I'm not going to harp on that. That happens. I like that you left it for them, although they were full boost anyway. And they end up with a goal. Okay. Wow, right at the end, too. You guys were down. So you tie it up. Let's see your kickoff. Okay, you landed in front of the ball, but not enough time to jump to hit the middle of it. So you want to work on that on your kickoffs. Rotations, kickoffs, those are two key takeaways, and then your options on different plays. Okay, here, yeah, your teammate should be in position to take over from there. Good that you didn't follow that and stay on it. They rotate out in a wise way, and so now it should be your ball. Would have liked to see you challenge a little bit sooner to get a piece of the ball or recognize your beat and get behind your teammate. Okay, this is your possession. All right, you kind of pushed it forward there, and then you pushed it even further forward when you tried to cut it up on the wall. So we'll free play checkpoint this, and it's like once you get that touch forward, you have options. And then also before you even touched it forward, you had options, especially off of this bounce here. So free play checkpoint that, show you what you can do. I'll give an example, taking it up, the way you did on that accidental touch, and then even the second touch there. Nice little attempt at a wall dash. That's kind of fun. Okay, let's take a look at it. First, let me make sure I've got both of those free play checkpoints. So I'll checkpoint it there as well after the touch forward. Okay, now let's take a look. Okay, one way to initially look at this is, hey, my favorite is that little diagonal or side flip to kind of take possession there. And then you also get to grab that mid boost. It gives you shooting opportunities, passing opportunities. I love that little touch. So anyway, that's a look at one way to kind of take possession on that first part. Another way is you could get a bounce touch and then shoot. Bouncing it forward, they might challenge, so you can always bounce it to the side. Take it a little bit sideways and then get your shot. Another look at bounce touch. Let's go to the right, bing, and then hook around it and get your shot. Okay, other options, of course, you can take straight possession. The key is just taking your time when you have a free ball like that and your opponent is shadowing. Now let's look at what to do when you get an accidental touch forward. I start positioning to the right and I take the ball up the wall. I'll go over that a little bit more because I think the right is great because you're still protecting your net, but the left side gives you a chance to center and or pass to your teammate. So fake like you're going to the right and then go to the left of the ball and hook it towards your teammate. Kind of like that. So yeah, that's a passing play. Get it out to your teammate or solo if you have the space and time. Another look, pass there, or a pass like that. And your teammate should be able to take possession from there. Okay, going to the right, that's a good way to hook it and it bounces mid and your teammate's probably gonna jump right over you and take that ball. You can kind of flip into it, take it up the wall and take a little possession that way. But those are your options, so you've got a few more to ponder. Let's get back to it. Okay, so you hooked it up, it just pushed it a little bit more forward, puts you very low boost in their corner, dangerous spot to be in overtime. Your positioning is a little close when you're that low, but your teammate gets a great play, and you guys actually ended up winning. I didn't know that you won that. I chose it because I thought it would be, a good loss to talk about. Overall, great work. I really like what you've done. I can see the improvement. I hope this helps. Thanks a ton.